If you've been following along with the Ezra Miller drama for the past several months, then you, along with everyone else in the world, understands that Ezra Miller has massive mental problems. Even Ezra Miller admitted this with the statement when, oh, it looks like the Flash movie might get canceled, so now I have to come forward and apologize. Now I have to say, oh, I'm seeking help for my mental problems. My apologies to anyone who I upset or affected with this, only when he was threatened to have his movie taken away. Well, now a little bit more is being revealed about the people surrounding Ezra Miller and what they say about him, and it only gets more and more freakishly weird. The Flash star Ezra Miller, reportedly under delusion that, quote, they are Jesus, believes own marriage, quote, to a Native American spider goddess is supposed to bring about the apocalypse. And there are more quotes from this article that just get more and more insane. So let's not hesitate. Let's jump right in. According to a number of the actor's close associates, the rabbit hole of the Flash star Ezra Miller's recent run of troubling behavior goes even deeper than previously believed. In addition to have supposedly groomed a number of children and proved a personal disregard for the law, they also reportedly believe themselves to be the actual Jesus Christ. These new allegations regarding Miller's almost 2-year spiral into supervillainy were first reported on September 19th by Vanity Fair, who themselves gleaned the details by speaking, quote, to more than a dozen people who crossed paths with Miller in recent years, some who worked closely or lived with the actor on the 95-acre farm in Vermont, not Virginia. As per their recollections, while these individuals, for the most part, believed Miller's troubles stemmed from unaddressed mental health issues, their understanding does not preclude them from recognizing the actor's continually devolving treatment of them close to them as wholly unhinged. Some interviewed claimed Miller has verbally and emotionally abused those around him, but the actors also taken to referring to themselves alternately as Jesus and the devil. One source further asserted this particular delusion was being self-reinforced by Miller's role as the Scarlet Speedster, with the actor saying the Flash is the one who brings the multiverses together just like Jesus. Now, some people say all of this happened when Ezra Miller's parents finally got a divorce. Like, yeah, this dude was a freak. This dude was kind of weird before. Obviously, we all saw these interviews with Ezra Miller. You can't deny this dude is a fucking freak. But they say he kind of snapped when all of that happened, when they actually got divorced, that something inside him snapped and things got progressively worse. Ezra didn't start freaking out and losing control until after the divorce happened. Then the Iceland Incident happened, referring to the famous choking incident outside of a pub, and then it just kept going and going and going. Now, Ezra Miller's spokesperson says something different. They said the matters leading up to the recent mental health concerns were a combination of complex stress-related issues. However, according to another one of Miller's associates, this combination also included a significant ego stroking from a 55-year-old North Dakotan medicine man named Jasper Youngbear, who accompanied the actor to Iceland after being contracted to serve as their personal spiritual advisor. Bear was telling Ezra he wasn't part of the movement. He was the movement, that he was the next Messiah, and that the Freemasons were sending demons out to kill him, said the source, who also noted that he sometimes uses male pronouns for Miller because the actor does not harp on their non-binary identity being acknowledged while in private conversation. And that is the truth about Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller is somebody who likes to be identified as they, them, non-binary, transgender, all this shit when it's convenient for them. But in reality, Ezra Miller doesn't respect other people's preferred pronouns. We've heard accusations of that in the past. He uses it as a shield. That's what this person does. Use it as a shield for victimhood status. That's who the Ezra Miller, who's this hero to the LGBTQ plus whatever fucking community. He'd talk about the metaverse and medicine, how they're the Messiah, and what his work here is. They say the spiritual practice is to be among people, which means party. So when in Iceland, he was out nonstop. His favorite were raves, where he'd go on benders for 2 to 3 days at a time. Ezra Miller would promise the world to young people he met, enticing them to their side with promises like, you're gonna be in my band, I'm gonna produce your album, you can run my music studio. Recruiting kids that were in college or kids that would be homeless. He'd recruit them in a period of vulnerability and promise them all of these things. And when it comes to Dakota Iron Eyes, the woman whose parents tried to file a restraining order because they say she had been groomed since the age of 12 by Ezra Miller, Ezra is Jesus, and Takota's an apocalyptic Native American spider goddess, and their union is supposed to bring about the apocalypse. That's the real reason everyone is so opposed to them being together. Miller says despite possessing no Native American ancestry, they are some kind of messiah and they're going to lead an indigenous revolution. He professes that he walks this world with an indigenous humility and spiritual awareness, but point of fact, he doesn't at all because he doesn't care. They talk about all the sexual partners Ezra Miller has, controlling them and then playing them against one another. This is one of my most favorite ones because we saw this play out in real time. When Ezra Miller was getting arrested, what did Ezra Miller say? Oh, they're a Nazi. They're transphobic. That's why I spit at him. That's why I attacked him. Listen to this. In the same vein, some also took issue with what they saw as Miller weaponizing their non-binary identity to shut down any and all criticism. If somebody pisses off Ezra, they're transphobic or a transphobic Nazi, explained Jumping Eagle. Because we're trying to protect our daughter and we're trying to point out what Ezra's done to harm our daughter, now we're transphobic. A supposed queer associate of Miller's even questioned whether the actor genuinely believes they were non-binary. To me, those are clear instances of manipulation where it's like, are you really queer? Or is it just a fun way to marginalize yourself so you can be even shittier to others? Holy shit. And it just goes on and on and on. People saying that every interaction you have with Ezra Miller is an altercation. People saying that he just tries to control everything. He tries to control every relationship he's in. And that Ezra Miller is surrounded by yes men who will do anything and everything he asks. This is insane right now. And supposedly, according to Variety or Vanity Fair, they're still shooting additional scenes now for The Flash, which is pretty fucking crazy. But it's not surprising that more nonsense is coming out, that it just goes deeper and deeper when it comes to Ezra Miller. This is an absolute insane person. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Ezra Miller is a lunatic and has been for quite some time. And it was only when Warner Brothers was saying that we're going to cancel The Flash. That's what they had to say to get him to agree to issue a fake apology. What a fucking joke. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.